Gentleman from Michigan is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I too share my friend from Wisconsin's frustration at this. This is sort of like saying, we're going to have a cookie that's getting baked here on the House floor, and our friends across the aisle approve of the eggs, they approve of the butter, they approve of the sugar, and they approve of the chocolate chips, but they don't want the final product. I'm confused as to why we cannot put all these ingredients together and get this done. Finally, the American people are begging us to get this work done. And that is why I rise today, Mr. Speaker, to support H.R. 37. And part of that bill has my bill from last Congress, H.R. 2274, but excessive and unnecessary regulations have been hurting our economy, increasing costs to consumers and investors, and reducing wage growth, restricting access to private sector capital that our nation's job creators need in order to grow the economy and create jobs. This unanimously passed bipartisan legislation is a compilation of common sense regulatory relief bills that have been carefully crafted to help grow the economy for Main Street and not from Washington, D.C. And my bill actually is part of that. 11 of these bills have previously been passed by this very body or the Financial Services Committee with overwhelming bipartisan support. In fact, my bill idea came not from anybody on Wall Street, not from anybody in Washington, D.C., but from a mergers and acquisitions lawyer back in my district, back in Grand Rapids, Michigan, who said, we've been struggling with this problem and we need some help because we cannot get the SEC to move on this. So that's why I had put together the Small Business Mergers and Acquisitions Sales and Brokerage Simplification Act, and that has been kindly rolled into this larger package. It's been estimated that approximately $10 trillion of privately owned, small family-owned type businesses will be sold or worse yet, closed in the coming years as baby boomers retire. I don't think any of us would think that that's a good thing. Mergers and acquisition brokers play a critical role in facilitating the transfer of ownership of these smaller, privately held companies. Who benefits? Small communities and the workers that they employ and that live in those areas. This bipartisan provision would create a simplified system for brokers performing services in connection with the transfer of ownership of these smaller, privately held companies. In today's highly charged political environment, however, it's hard because it would be nice to show the American people that we have positive, effective initiatives that should be passed. And thank you, and I yield back.